Greetings and salutations. I'm your fantastic guy, Mastafran. The new stream here. I'm not going to be doing commissions for, this day of my spring break because didn't really get any new responses, any messages, no nothing, which is fine. It's pretty all right. 2 commissions for the thing is all right. So, it's doing some bunch of stuff. It's always one of those things where, whenever you finish all your work, you gotta make new work for yourself. So, I did promise that I was going to do some more talking and stuff, probably like earlier in the morning, but I just never felt any interest in doing stuff this morning. I kind of felt like I felt like I wasn't really feeling like doing anything today. I think I was legit burned out from this entire week of both streaming and doing a lot of pixel art work. I think most of the morning I woke up and kind of just did a bunch of just nonsense stuff. And I should probably just switch the stream to just chatting because I'm not exactly game deving just yet. So let me just. But yeah, things have been pretty all right, mostly. I think I was just mostly vegging, really. I think most of the night was me working, cleaning my room, collecting a lot of, books off the ground and putting on the shelf. Went out, spoke with my therapist, I suppose, so, I made some strides in my mental health with that. What else? Not much, not significant. Mostly just doing a whole lot of nothing, honestly. I was doing tiny bits of writing. I did a tiny fraction of video editing on the last stream. It wasn't much, but just cut out the little breaks for the YouTube. But it's one of those things where I've kind of just been, doing things a little less on spot. Thursdays are kind of the worst days because it's past Wednesday, but it's so close to the weekend, but you're just tired of doing stuff. So I think after Monday and Friday of going really hard, I've kind of just lost all my pressure since I finished all my slots for commission. So I guess this is the awkward spot of figuring out what the heck I want to do. Still, I want to do a little bit. I had my game dev stuff open here with GB Studio, and I had both this and Unity open just for the occasion where I would dive into some docs and kind of just figure out what the heck I need to do, figure out how to import these background stuff into Unity. Plus, see if I can't figure out how to do some import a few of these tiny sprites in. I've made these pre-made walking templates a while ago, and I could use some work and probably a little less sex appeal. I wanted to use these as sort of my templates for just testing out just importing assets into Unity or a sprite or any other, or not a sprite, but GameBoy Studio or any other game engine got. So I figured, this is as good as a time as any to kind of do stuff overall. I'm even in the process of making a more Game Boy Studio friendly sprite. I could probably rework this playback to be like 66 frames per second. A little fast, but it works. But yeah, this ain't too much. It's just me making a garbage dummy character to just, have a thing that I can just put down on the GB Studio. But yeah, I figured that'll be just what I'll be doing for the stream until I give up, is kind of just figure that stuff out. So come along and watch me do a whole bunch of little tutorials on Game Boy Studio, because I think it'll be easier to learn this than trying to recap. So enjoy the music. I'm not gonna listen to my music. I'm mostly just gonna read stuff, and you can just watch me just do a whole bunch of stuff. And I suppose this will be a more silent stream. So welcome all, and if you have any tips on learning GB Studio, I am all ears. Let's roll. You know what? Since I'm reading, I might as well kind of just show this off. I'll be here. Alright. Just start to finish. I'm just gonna dive into this and look at it on my other screen, and we're just gonna go. So now, if you're also learning GB Studio, I'm also got the deck docs open. Plus, I've got this. You know what? Might as well drop the link for it as well for anyone who's interested in, doing this stuff. Game Boy Studio, and it's just on itch, so you could find it no problem. I suppose I'll just tab the docs in, even though you can just simply press F11 on the actual thing. But yeah, follow along. Well, by people with no previous programming knowledge, using simple visual stripping. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, so I can't rebind the controls really, but it's on it's on the ZX. Okay, that makes sense. It's default emulator controls for when you're playing the play stuff. I'll come back to this much later. Let's figure out how the hell you actually go through this. And I'm kind of just looking at this off my you know what, cited, since I don't want to be completely away. It's weird because I want to just do this without you watching me. Cited, I'll just do it on the other screen. Music's playing, so you can just enjoy that while we both work. There we go. Ah, okay. All right. I'm just rocking the default scene. Call it title. Like, why not? Because this will be a nice spot for a pixel art gallery. So this is where I'm gonna start this. That'll work. Let's see, more settings. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll monochrome. Enable Super Game Boy. Nah. DB mono. Oh, cool. Can you change the image? Oh, I think I know what's up. So, there are a bunch of art assets that I can actually go into. This area. Let's see. Okay. Nice. Okay. So I think if I can change that, I can just re-edit it. That's cool. That's cool. X you out. All right. So this is engine stuff. Probably won't deal with that. Tap down. Button. Interact is A, grid size. I would do 16 by 16 because that's my usual thing. All right. So this is a combination of just look through stuff and then go through the little things and fiddle around with what the heck you actually want to do. Yeah. All right. Then you just go back. All right. Cleared out the settings area. All right. And always look at the keyboard shortcuts later. All right, savings, Control S. I can do that, no problem. Loading. Okay, so it's on a project base. Okay, got a lot of prefabs, scripts, variables. Probably won't need to mess with scripts yet. Right now I need to figure out how to just get stuff in the thing, so. All right, set starting scene. All right. I right click? No. All right. How about any right click? So I gotta do either plus. Okay. So I press the plus. I will either create a new thing where I could select you, or I can create a new. So this is the context menu specifically. So everything else is just, the actual rest of the. So I'd assume that this would be a general toolbar. Like if I was in a sprite right now, this side would be, you know, all the rest of the tools. If you don't know the shortcuts, you can just go to these tools, and that's how you access these shortcuts. So here, all right. Folders. Navigate your scenes. Assets king slash or slash characters and their names we treat as folders of the navigator, allowing you to organize your project. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Maybe I can, okay. I'll figure that out later. Let's see. Okay, renaming assets like backgrounds of the folders using the navigator to physical files in your project, PNGs, will also be moved to the specific folder structure. Okay. Important to say your file project for making changes to this moving process causes the application unable to locate assets. A version control system. Version control. So, I know what a version control is, but I guess I'll talk about the version control here. But designed to work well with the version control system such as Git, with each change application taking place on a new line of data following history to be tracked. If you use version control in your project, just create a repository on the project root folder. All right. So I sort of use Git. It's mostly to you know, communicate with Adam with some stuff, but I have done version control with, well, my pixel art. So whenever I will make a drawing, I will usually have, you know, a numbered version. So if I fumble something, I always just go back. And I kind of just learned that from 3D modeling class, because that was kind of needed, required, and stuff like that, with needing to have different versions in case you mess up a model or break a rig and you need to go back. So this is a you know, this is a habit I can keep up with. But right now, let's save this. And maybe I should like save as like volume 1, version 1, maybe. One. Yeah, just in case. This probably won't matter much, but yeah, this probably won't even matter. Okay. All right, keyboard shortcuts, move selection up, move selection down, open folder, close folder. Okay. All right, shift. Okay, nice. Okay, so press plus, add a scene. I've actually did that, so nice. I can add as many scenes as I want. So since I have 4 pictures, oh, go back. Since I have 4 pictures, so 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll put 4 scenes. So what I want to do is have basically, is there a shortcut for just add scene? Like just a flat out shortcut to just be like, okay, new scene. Like control. No, honestly, I'd rather it be deliberate. All right, and we're gonna name these scenes art scene 2, art scene 3, and art scene 4. Because I want to be able to create 4 different pieces of art so I can just jump to each spot. All right. Oh, with plugins, I could add additional scene types. You know what? Let me look at the, like, find some GB Studio plugins, because I want to add, like, an image plugin. Oh, wait. I think I know, so I actually have a document which kind of like is a chart of a GB Studio plugins. Let me see. Bada boom. There it is. So here we are. I found you. All right, so let's see. What could I do here? I'm looking for one that could probably like just display a simple, just display an image. Like display image maybe. Maybe like Control F. Or nothing. All right, maybe we'll just look through. Jane Seed. Maybe this is well beyond what I need to do. Templates. I wonder. Maybe the menu system might work. Let me see something. Okay. All right, how does this person? Let's see, shift is the menu, right? It's enter. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. All right. Oh, it's a loop. All right. All right. Menu. Oh, it's a map scene. Okay. Man. Okay. I'll get that later. Let's just dive into maybe plugins are like well beyond what I need to do right now. Ah, okay. Let you choose a background image. Okay. 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 All right, so backgrounds. Each scene requires a background image that defines how that scene should look. You should add backgrounds to your game by including PNG files in your project asset backgrounds folder. Okay. When using manual palettes, background PNGs must only contain 4 colors. Okay. Does it automatically change those colors or? Background has a minimum size of 160, 160. I do have art that's like that. Okay, I should probably at least have this around. 8 by 8 pixels. I think I could work this. But would I have too many tiles? I do have tile on my computer. I could work that. All right, so does it matter what the naming is? Okay. You know what? Let's just let's see if we can't try to do some stuff here. What's the readme for this? That's it. Okay, place PNGs in this folder using backgrounds for your scenes. Okay. I guess it's mostly just a matter of like getting in there. Okay. Put that in your window and then just navigate all the way back to. All right. Let's see if it works. Well, shortcuts count. Probably won't count, but let's hope. Where is it getting the folders? All right. Does it need to be the actual background or not? Yeah. let's just copy paste. Just do that instead. Get shortcut stuff. All right, you're in there. So you're in there, but are you the right color though? Nothing. I think I know what the issue is. Okay. I would just open this in base sprite, see what the settings for that is, and then kind of just duplicate. 160 by 144. All right, sprite size. All right. Size. Yeah, this is gonna be an issue, but all right. Probably should have had you transparent, but we're gonna rock this. You're in there. So what's the issue? Okay, now I'm hitting the first hurdle here. You know what? Let's pause and actually watch a video. Let's see. Gonna react Andy to this guy. I should probably just share this too. So we'll just go back to the start. Oh yeah. Can't even hear this, can you? All right, so I was going to figure out how to get this YouTube video going, but honestly, this ain't gonna work. So I'm just gonna play music. No, I'm just gonna watch this and kind of figure out what the heck I actually need to do. Let's see. You know what? Because I think the desktop is also something. Yeah. Hmm.
By looking into the project, how a save game might work, and then we'll move to the next.
How you doing? Hello. How's it going? Got just watching a video. Got learning GB Studio.
And they give you some good tips about actually how to make GB Studio games, which is so nice. So let's close this and have a look around the project again. So fundamentally, what you need to know is
hopefully everyone's doing great.
Here, but
Kind of just being a React Andy.
And that's what I'm going to help you with today. So if we click
so
on
right now, I'm
scene,
kind of like trying to figure out how you add a new background to this, because I want to basically just add this image to this. It'll probably like show it large. It's right here. But yet, let me show off the actual sprite file right here. Yeah, right now I'm trying to figure out how to get this in here. It's probably off colors right now, and I just need actual confirmation to see, do I actually need to change the palette at all? Because I do have, the placeholder palette right here, so probably could just do a super fast. Probably could figure out how to the mega change. Let me see if I can convert this to, not index, but RGB color. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. This was a commission that I did recently, and now I'm kind of actually learning the GB Studio engine just to see if I can actually do it. Everybody says, yeah, you got a really good GameBoy style. Can you actually get into a cart? So that's what this stream is going to be for, is seeing if I could even get into a cart. Okay. So I could turn this color mode into RGB. I wonder, was I supposed to index this? That's a legit concern. Because if I was supposed to index this, that could make a giant difference. So maybe I should convert the colors to indexed and then save. And luckily, since, I factored in all the sprites for this, like nothing's really stopped me from actually doing this. And let me see here. Can I edit the properties of the index here? Bright ass, like make it the most green. Green color, just green it up. Got it. Control A. copy this. Maybe I could be like, press OK. Ooh, that ain't working. That does not work at all. Ooh, I think I borked it. You are not supposed to be what I was supposed to do. Let's see, properties. Maybe I'll come back to this. Maybe. I just need to convert it to, yeah, I'll just do easy mode and just convert this back. Let's change them back. Oh wait, I dithered this crap. You know what I could do? I could go back. Like, I could go back all the way back to the legit A sprite file. Let me see if I can't go. Might as well play some music while you listen to me be awkward. Okay. Yeah, hopefully this will be fine. Oh no. It has both the internet and this sound, so let me just turn that off. Blah. Man. Sorry about that. I am not doing my audio well. Okay. There's a sprite file. There you are, you son of a monkey. I should just delete this because. Okay. So, let me see if I can't, one, dump the gradient. And also just dump the text. Sprite size. Oh, you want to know what I did wrong? I gave it a higher vertical than a higher horizontal. So that's actually an issue. This is supposed to be width 144 and then height 160. Yeah, I totally borked it. But it should be fine, hopefully. So what I'm gonna do is see if I can't overwrite this. Don't save. Oh, see if I can maybe like make a new BG layer. Call it Sprite green. Can I like convert this screen to no? Nope. Yeah. Okay, sounds okay on my end. Yeah, I turned off the internet sound for a bit so I could, you know, work with this. So yeah, so if I make a transparent color, that's just the most, you know, F above. Yeah. Then just use that as the index color. Motherfucker, what are you doing? All right. how do you add new color? Yeah, got it. I'll just put it down here. Yeah, got it. We're just gonna put down colors right here. Figure out what to do. And then, yeah, whenever I have an issue, copy that. I should probably save this as the GB Studio example. I'm gonna go just take you all the way back to my GB Studio file, because you're essentially my guinea pig, Angelo. You're going to be just me experimenting with learning GB Studio exactly. If I can just get that in, it'll be smoother sailing. So let's see if I can convert this color mode to indexed. Work the properties. Incorrect. Because this is not what I want. It gets rid of the black, which is not what I want. How do you like replace a palette? Oh. There we are. All right, let's go back, put it back to indexed. Then color mode, more options. Properties. I want this to be the transparent. Okay. Now, why is that black there? Oh, I know why. Let me just delete. Now, why is the signature like this? Because this line is weird. I'm like, why the heck was this like? Did it get rid of two things? The next mode is strange. All right, so maybe let's just delete this section. Delete this. Yeah, just put it simplified, and then we'll just see what the heck this actually is about. Now, why'd the black got rid of? Is the black one the mask layer? It always picks the one on the right. Yeah, like move you. How do you move this again? Oh, that's where. Okay, so I need to do the so it's, you gotta just move on the square. Okay, think I got it. Okay, this is working better. Okay, this is sort of working. So I have my colors as correct as possible. Now then, if this works, That ain't working. I could swear you could like may that's kind of just what I'm able to do. Okay. Maybe we'll just save as a PNG Studio. Go back to the asset list. Assets, backgrounds. Okay. Put you here. Get rid of this. You're right here. You should work. Work. Size 20 by 18. Tiles 4. So is it specific on tiles actually? Okay. Maybe I just need to go back to the video then. Okay. Let's actually React Andy this some more.
And you see there's this blue line. That is in reference to this event right here at the bottom right that says change scene to UI/title screen. The UI/title screen is referring to this scene.
Oh, that's all right. That's what the stream is for us to learn together.
It says
you are seeing pondering this.
Into here. And this one, for example, has change scene written right here. So then it moves into this scene. So the change scene event moves you from scene to scene. But you might not want it to be on initiate, and initiate means when the scene begins. So
I think it really needs to get to how the fuck do you import assets? Did I skip a thing? Because it's not getting me to a spot where it's telling me how do you import assets. All right, let's go with the first thing I got. Mother lover.
Put it in GP Studio and actually use it.
Okay.
So, what I'm going to do and recommend is there will be a link in the description.
Might as well share this too. Just in case anyone wants to follow along, I'll put the link here.
And download the program Tiled. It's free, and it's what I use to make maps.
I do have Tiled.
If you got it installed, it should look like this. It has like a little Tetris T on it.
Okay.
Then I just go to File, New Map. You can choose the size. I'm going to do roughly probably like 50 by 50 just to demonstrate level. But you can choose pretty much, I think it's 2450 or something like that. I could be wrong, but I know it's 2000 something. Click new tile set and then browse. And then on your computer,
I wonder if I should be making a new tile set for this. It's an image though. It's weird because you're seeing GameBoy Sprites, you're seeing actual images. Some like, how the heck do you just have those large images? Did they just plant it through those giant tiles? In which case, that would be an actual nightmare to rework.
Pick the tile set that you're going to use, or if you just have a picture of something you want to use in that. So I'm going to use the sample asset. So I'm going to go to background. No, not that one. assets, backgrounds. Gotta find it. Background. Okay. Yeah, this is what I wanted to use. Right here. Open it up, hit OK. See, it's like the whole level is done on the sample, but you don't have to use the whole map, so just use what you want. You can zoom in with the holding down control and scroll wheel up and down. And if you just click, this and you drag it down and over, you got a platform. You just paste it on there. Oh, I'm gonna do this.
Okay. I assume that he just makes a whole new thing.
It's called, go to save. Alright. And then hit export. Alright. Now, to get this in GB Studio, open up GB Studio. Click this and go to scene. Okay. Bring that in. Go over here. Change this to map. Okay, that's our map.
Okay. So I think having them already in tiles would probably make a difference. Let's see if I can't have tiled open right now. Because I do have tiled already. Yeah, just tiled projects. Just so I have a folder here. Okay. New map. Okay. Tile size, put that at 16. I gotta put it down like manually. So, I don't know why I can, but whatever. Okay. 10 tiles by 9 tiles. Okay. 9 tiles by 10. Okay. Oh, I know what's up. I think I accidentally exported this. Okay. All right, so we have you. And now, this should work. It should work. Oh, we do have a thing, so it's not like we can't. Can I export? Okay. So I have the same tile. Back to GB Studio. Okay. Do you work? No, you're still not there. Oh, I think I know what's up. I think I know what's wrong right now. All right, let's try you now. Oh, crap. Did I accidentally close that? Shit. I'm missing something. Let's go back.
PNG, you can name it whatever you want. Just make sure you know where it is and what it's called. Go to save. All right. And then hit export. All right. Now, to get this in GB Studio, open up GB Studio. Click this and go to scene. Okay. Bring that in. Go over here. Change this to map. Okay, that's our map. I'm not going to use this, but what I'm going to do instead is bring this over here. And I'm going to...
Okay. I do need to convert it to this palette. It's fine. It's weird because I have seen other games with alternate palettes. So it looks fine. It's just the Brandon Greer palette won't work. Okay. it's kind of funny because the reason I chose that initial palette over GB Studio's default palette is that the other palette had a way better contrast. So that's kind of why I did that. Okay. Since you're the right colors, will you work now? Okay. Let's reload assets. Hmm. Oops. Okay, I think I know why. Nope, don't say that. I think I borked it real fast. So we're actually going to start again. Because I actually totally borked it for a bit. I think I deleted a folder I wasn't supposed to delete. So let me just go back to that again. Make a whole new thing. Make this all completely new. All right. We're here again. Doing it again and again and again. Yeah, it seems finicky to get to work. Wait, cancel. New scene. Call it title. Type would be logo. There's scene. Yeah, that's a thing. I got name it logo. All right. Move the thing there again. Reload the assets. Still nothing. I'm missing something. Let's see. How's about all right. Okay, so it can only do these colors, nothing else. Okay. It's weird that it doesn't automatically do that. So it's just like put TNG files into your assets tile sets folder. Yes. Might as well like play this stuff. Kind of just figured that out as I go. Music to ponder by. Supposed to be simply drag and drop, right? And yet, not just opening folders within folders within folders. Okay. Well, I might as well also share this as well. I'm just looking at a million different videos.
So before you just jump into making sprites for GB Studio, you should understand the limitations. At the top right, you can see my color palette, which I downloaded from the gbstudio.dev website. And for backgrounds, you can use the shades that you see here, which include a light green, a dark green, pretty much white and black. But when you're doing sprites, like character sprites, for character sprites, you can only use the white, black, and light green. There can be no dark green on the character sprites, which does limit you to you pretty hard. But you can still do creative things like this vampire-looking guy here, where I use the white for his face color and the green for some shading. So the characters are 16 by 16, and for the engine, you need a.
Okay. But how do you import this stuff in there?
Finally done making your scene, you go to File, Export as an Image, and make sure it's a PNG, and you'll be fine. If you want to make your own emotes, cursor, or text.
So it accepts any PNG, yet it can't detect PNG.
You can just go ahead and open the file, edit it, and then save right over it. I have a frame set that I'm going to include in the description. I'll upload all the assets to itch so you can use them if you'd like. So when you want to use your own sprite art, what you need to do is actually put your art, save it into the folder location where your game is. You can't import it from, as far as I know, you can't import it from within the program. But it's no big deal to just save it into the folder.
Yes,
so
yes, it's Pixel so I'm kind of like looking at a tutorial from him.
Remember that
just
the bright green
figure out what the heck he's doing.
Then if I go to backgrounds, I uploaded the map that I created. And
all right. it's there. Oh yeah, apparently it's the first result in, well, I think it's the second result. But yeah. Let's see. Images. Sprites. Images. It's here. Like it's here. So I don't know why it doesn't show up. This is basic stuff, and yet I'm totally failing at it. Yeah, well. I mean, everything's totally fine. Good too high resolution. I'm gonna give this kilobytes. Maybe this is just too high of kilobytes. Maybe a PNG optimizer could help with this. It's desperate, but I'm gonna see if it'll work. PNG optimizer. It's a program I occasionally use where I wanna make something a little bit more compressed. So I took a 5 kilobytes to a 2 kilobytes, which isn't much, but should be something more. Nothing. I feel like a dumbass, man. Oh, I can drag and drop? Okay. I wish it would like tell me why and accept it though. Like that's a big kickers. You know, it's one thing to, you know, say no to me, but it's a whole other thing to be like, okay, why aren't you? Is it that there's too many sprites? Okay. May need to reduce this down to get rid of the shading. It's sad, but I gotta do it. Yeah. No. Yeah. Why don't I just use the dither like this? That way it's now just 3 colors. And then I can just roll back just in case. And what if I just drag and drop it just straight off my folder to this? Still nothing. Let's start it. Let's convert to index. Turn you to index. That works. Still nothing. Even when indexed, it's still not enough. Oh. So the stuff does get dragged in there, but doesn't display. This is weird. Okay. Yeah. May need to may reset, then reopen. Oh. So I did need to just close and reopen. Okay. And it just has everything. But why though? That's great and all, but if reload assets didn't work, then what's the point of this? Still, it works now. Now I gotta figure out how to do it sort of works. So let's see if I can add another scene. By 18. Oh, I think I know what's up here. Can I So I go in tiled. It's a correct, it does say that it is, it's a clean 10 by 9. So it's strange that it doesn't see it as a 10 by 9. But we'll just rock with this at the moment. Let's see if I can't get a transparency in there now. Okay. Control save. Reopen. This is kind of stupid, but if it works. Okay. So getting coal in there ain't gonna be helpful. But I can import coal into the Sprite file. If I can find it. Okay. Yeah. Son of a. Wait a minute. Okay. Copy. All right, so you fit. And I'll just center you, maybe like view the grid. And you should be right. I'll just call this the Collective Art Gallery GB Studio. Oh, it's called Art Gallery GB Studio. All right. We gotta try this again. See, I'm making progression. So I'm pretty happy about this. Reload assets. Okay. Reload assets. You know what? I want this gone, actually. Why is it double the frames? Because it has double the tiles. Oh, hey, Pixel Rattle, how's it going? I'm teaching myself GB Studio and going on this weird thing where it seems to not reload the assets, but if I full on close the program, then reopen the program, this completes reboots. Let me see. It's actually in there. It's the strangest thing. Okay, backgrounds that contain too many unique 8 pixel by 8 pixel. 2013, where the limit is 192, means it may not display correctly, considering reducing the amount of detail in the image. Okay. Alright. So far it has okay, so this number is counting the unique tiles, and this is counting. Okay. But that is still fascinating. But right now, oh, I know what's up. So this tile limit depends on the version of the scene type. So this is a title, this is a title, and this is a title. But if you convert it to anything like a top-down tile, it won't work. It has too many tiles because it's supposed to be an action tile. Makes sense. So if I make it anything larger than that, but if it's a logo, it can hold more tiles. Thing is, why is it displayed a size of 20 by 18 when the actual tile set is 10 by 9? So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, yeah, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is the correct tile set. Do I reduce the image in half, maybe? But it shouldn't be because it's exact. Does consider the image larger, perhaps? You know what? To save performance, I'll just close Unity because I'm probably not gonna learn Unity right now. I'm already just in the rabbit hole now. Because now I'm past the frustration point and now in the can I puzzle this out point. So So other than the weirdness of, you know, not having all your assets in one thing, now let's see if I can get this character in here. I can't do shortcuts. You gotta be kidding me. Well, nice to know that it won't do shortcuts, which is fine by me. Color mode, RGB. Get you there. And you're gonna be real interesting because you're actually cut off. You're actually a much wider sprite than the other sprites. So that's gonna be fascinating right there. And you were probably a humongous. This is another commission I did earlier. Yeah, if you've been following me. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Rado. This is me experimenting with GB Studio to see if I can't put any of the, you know, all the Game Boy sprites that I've done in an actual Game Boy engine. So this is me kind of like doing some experimentation for this stream just to see if I could. So this is a previous commission I did a while last stream where I finished a commission for Arius Fox here, and this was an initial monochrome commission that I made in color with you know, a 6 color palette. But you know, the 6 color palette's totally fine right now because I managed to just get that in there. But right now I'm kind of like seeing what I can just drag and drop right now. Okay. So I could copy you. So here's what I'm just flat out doing. Copy asset list, GB styles, assets, backgrounds, there, paste. It's right here. They're all right here. Control S. Control S, save, and we are reloading assets. Get a new scene here. Of course, it's not in the freaking asset list at all. Now, what kind of commissions do I prefer working on? Monochrome or full color? So, overall, I kind of prefer the monochrome because it's faster to do for me personally. So I don't mind doing full color at all, especially if I can figure out a cool way to do palettes. I think overall, I guess for me at the moment, I do like doing the monochrome commissions. And I think it's probably just me saying that because I got burned out on doing the really intricate animated color commissions. So I'm kind of like still sort of recovering from that. So that's why I've kind of just been doing monochrome commissions for a moment. It's still not there. It's the strangest thing. But still, I mean, once I think probably next month or so, I'll probably I'll open like regular color commissions, but kind of like either do it with way less high fidelity animation or just charge more. Probably like do both, like charge more, but not like do such crazy fidelity animation because it's a little exhausting, and plus I'm still working on Black Mask at the moment, and I do want to make a bit more time to work on the game. So it is what it is. Okay, so there's no real way I can really import this, so we're gonna close it, reopen the damn program. And of course, it opens on my main computer screen and not my Cintiq. And abracadabra, it fucking shows up in my goddamn program, no problem, which is the strangest crap. Like, I don't know why. Yeah, well. But still, 20 by 18. It's all 20 by 18. 218 unique tiles. How many tiles was the unique tile set, actually? Oop. Yeah, fumbling with game engines. Yes, I'm learning how GB Studio works. Can you believe it? So, I'm kind of like figuring out how on earth you import any assets into GB Studio or Game Boy Studio for everyone following along. Yeah, it's supposedly a native Game Boy. It's a native Game Boy. It's a native Game Boy emulator engine, where it will actually be able to like make Game Boy ROMs and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm kind of just doing a little experiment with this stream to see if I can import my art into this. And so far it's been weird, because the nature of importing assets has been a bit, I guess, unintuitive. So I have been able to set up my file so it can actually, you know, be under the colors. And the way I drew the initial sprite turned out pretty well. And you can see right here that even with my original coloring of these sprites, the values still stay the same with this. So I'm pretty happy with how that works. Thing is, whenever I import assets, it's not one-to-one exactly when you're importing assets. Like, it has a button that says that you can reload assets, but it doesn't instantly reload assets. You actually have to physically close the program out. Well, of course, you save it. You have to physically close the program out, open GB Studio once again, reopen the entire file, and you'll get the new assets again. So it's been strange doing this. So let me see if I can do this for a different character here. We'll do the sheep at the moment. All right, so a sprite. We're rocking a sprite. Convert the sprite to the proper RGB color here. And we'll just have the sheep here. A little small, but it'll work. And this is the actual proper Game Boy canvas here. And we're gonna export you, call you sheep. It's kind of funny because even though you can drag and drop into this, you can actually legit you can actually where is it? You can actually drag and drop. And maybe I should make this smaller so everyone can see. So you can actually drag and drop this, but doesn't show up in any of your asset lists on the right. And I should probably hide chat for a bit, but I can't hide chat because it's native. But yeah, you know, if you could actually see it. Crap, I can't get rid of the chat at the moment, but underneath the chat, you'll see the asset list for all the backgrounds in GB Studio. But it doesn't display this asset list until you actually close a thing. You'd think if you reload the assets with a Control-Shift-R, you could actually reload it, and it's actually in there. Because when you open the file, go to assets, it shows that it did go in, like straight through. I didn't go into the actual folders and drag it in. It's, you know, the actual legit files just by dragging and dropping it, just like you could in Unity or something like that. But for some reason, it just doesn't. So I don't know if it's because this GB Studio is not as updated or not, or it's my PC. But I gotta close the damn program, reopen the damn program, and lo and behold, it's right there. It just, I guess it had to clear a queue. I don't know why it does it. I could probably look up some docs or something like that, but now you can make a new scene, put it here, make it the logo, and then it's right there. So we have 4 scenes where it can display 4 different images. So I guess the next step in my, learning how this stupid thing works is figuring out how I can set it up so you can like select between the scenes. So let's hop into it. So we could probably have this be like a alternate logo. Call this like make a new thing. Make it 24 Mastafran, and we'll just do 8-bit wonder. That's plenty. Ooh, that's way too big. Back to 12. No. The one thing that sucks about Sprites lettering is that, you know, it's specifically this. Yeah, I don't like this font at all. 18. Yeah, fuck you. Still too much. Yeah, that's also the tough thing about Sprite, is that you can't really determine this will work. So anyway, we'll like call it title. Okay. Now just destroy this. I don't know what the hell this is, but I'm gonna ban you. Just so many little bots. And we're just going to nudge you in there. Because it's kind of funny. GB Studio accepts any PNG as long as it's in a 4-color palette. And if it's not that 4-color palette, it'll go to the closest equivalent in Engine. So reload, no. Reload, no. We'll save. Still nothing. All right, close, close, open again, open again. And what do you know? So we have a nice actual placeholder title. And we just start on this. And if I want to, like, say, press start on this, this is going to be dumb. It probably can't even run. It's probably going to take 5 ever to start. Ugh. I probably should have saved first, but it is what it is with that. Shoot, I don't have a garbage bag. Ugh. Oh, there it is. All right, so if you can see, So far, because it doesn't have like a progression thing, you know, there's no way to actually go through the different images. So I'd say the next thing I need to do is figure out how to set up so, you know, you can put interaction in there. So let's do it. Do you have hardware to play GB games? No, I don't actually have real carts. No. I also don't have a real Game Boy. But apparently this engine can help with exporting not just ROMs, but also exporting like stuff that would be able to put in a cartridge. So I'm pretty interested in that. Because, yeah, you can export ROMs, of course. Export for like an HTML5, so you know, you can put on itch and stuff like that. Or you can actually legit export this in, I guess, an assembly program where it'll actually be able to put in a cart. But I currently don't own a actual physical hardware Game Boy, but yeah, I'm probably gonna pick one up later or see if I can get a cheap analog pocket much later. But yeah, you can just export a build file right here, just pretty quick. And of course, you know, there are other means of being able to get that in, but one step at a time, you know? Okay. So let's see if I can go through the little bits of trying to just get scripts here. Because apparently GB Studio is supposed to be easy to get into, and of course, me being a dumbass artist, like, oops, yeah, well. Me being a dumbass artist, I should be able to grasp this. I'm a fast enough learner, I'd say. Of course, I closed all my videos. Damn it. Okay. All right, so scripting events. All right, add event change seed. Good. All right, let me see if I can add a new. Let's see. All right, so I'm currently looking at this in the documentation, and you can just simply press F11 to do that. All right, see you later, Zakor. Thanks for stopping by and watching me ponder this. All right, so scripting events. You're able to control parts of the game based on interaction with the player. They're used to connect scenes together, change variables. Right now, I just need to figure out how I can get a basic button press going. So, okay, scene actors, selecting one of these objects will update the world editor. Select an object and click add event button to the event sidebar to open the event. Okay. So this is the thing where it starts. Add events, change scene. Okay, this is working. Scene 3. Okay, so you go from here to here. Change scene. Scene 2. Okay. All right. So now I can basically just link. I'm starting to grasp it. Change scene. Go to scene 4. And then scene 5 will, no, scene 4 will go to scene 5. There we are. Okay, I'm grasping this. Now then, I would assume that may on button press. Maybe? Yeah, well, let's save you. See if I made some oh no. Whoa, no, that is my programmer question. This is yeah, exactly. I'm just making a gallery. I'm making a gallery just to learn the engine myself. My programmer, he is still working in Unity. I'm just seeing what I can do as an artist. Just get familiar with this program. But no, I'm not porting Black Mass just yet. I'm just seeing what I can actually do. I would love to see if I can get the sprites in there, though. But, I'm taking it one step at a time, just seeing if I can actually just get a basic interaction here. So, let's see. Okay, so we have events, basic events, copy paste events. Type script on init. Script will run once at the beginning of scene. Scene on script always run on init, on player hit. Okay, so on player hit. On interact. Okay. Standing player next to an actor. I should probably just move this to, seeing it. So on interact, standing player next to an actor and pressing A button will cause player to interact with the actor. Okay. Can I, okay, let's see if I can. Because if I can just get, let's see, A button. On it. No. Interact, maybe. No. Okay. Maybe I'm just dumb. No. Joypad input. Okay. I hope this would work. Will that work? Anything? I hope this will work. All right. Hopefully, header sidebar by clicking and activating the project. Oh. Now let me delete this event. I can't change that. Okay. Let's go back to just basic joypad input. Add script button. Oh, okay. I think I know what I can do. So, can I move you to this? Yes, I can. Hell yeah. All right. I'm starting to get it. Maybe this will work. Yeah, let's save. Okay. We'll start rendering. If that goes. All right. Moment of truth. All right, it just flows. All right. So I know what that was. All right. So it's sort of working. So if I press the start, if I press the Z button, which is the default for the engine, if you press the button, it will move to the next thing, which will then autoplay to the next thing. But why does it stop, actually? Yeah, joypad input. JavaScript button. Put that on A. Add event change scene. Go to 4. Good. And scene 4. Add another event. Put another joypad input. And apparently you can copy and paste these inputs, but I'm kind of like taking it slower and seeing what I can actually do. Then I can just drag and drop you in here. Good, good. Then, yeah, let's try copying copy event, paste event, paste, paste event, paste. I cannot paste event. There's no right click paste. Control B? No. Okay. What's the point of being able to copy events if you cannot paste event? Yeah, well. Inputs. Ah. Let's see. Well, that's weird, but whatever works, man. Oh, wait. Let's put this back. And I gotta just delete this because it's a little unneeded. Right. 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 All right. If I did this right, I should be able to just go flow. All right. Moment of truth. A press. Oh, it automatically flows through. A press. Okay, I'm in a weird loop. Stop right there. Okay, so one thing that's a problem is it automatically just goes. Ah, I know what's up. Joypad input. It's still missing the old joypad input. Okay. Goes to next event. Ah, I'm seeing the issue. We got to do this. Should be a cleaner transition. All right, this should be a clean transition. Let's try it. All right, moment of truth. Hey, press. Nice, nice. Hey, press. Nice, nice. Hey, press. Nice, nice. Hey, press. Nice, nice. And it loops. Oh, yeah, buddy. I am not a dumb artist. I can actually dive into this program. That's incredible. I can make a basic gallery. Fantastic. Hell yeah. I've gone through the first hurdle of, I guess, learning GB Studio. It was a struggle, I'll admit. Well, actually, no, it took time, but it makes sense. Like, you gotta jimmy your way through this stuff. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm kind of just trying a whole new thing just to see if I could even do it. So far, so good with what I've done. Now, it's a matter of just seeing what else I can do by just fiddling with this a bit more. But yeah, pretty happy with what I'm doing right now. Just doing a basic A press maybe later I'll be able to do something where I'm able to just press like left and right to cycle left and right through the gallery. I think I'll just pause this for just wrap this stream for now. I think tomorrow I'm just going to, you know what? Well, I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I'm gonna just do another later night stream. But yeah, I'd say I'm now opening my brain up to whole new skills that I never thought would be possible. But yeah, this is incredible. This is probably just the biggest leap forward for me. So yeah, this is pretty incredible. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna wrap the stream then. It's just a matter of just coming back to it. I will say I'm gonna check my settings, see if I can't change the colors. Actually, color options. It is monochrome, but can I change the monochrome? Probably can't change the actual monochrome. But I can change it, so wait, let's cancel that. And actually, let's save, and let's see if I can export this into a legit export ROM. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so it's right here. Rename it to Mastafran Gallery. Will that even work? All right, let's get Visual Void Advance open right here. If I can find Visual Boy. All right, got Visual Boy Advance open right here. Can the stream even see it? Okay, yes, Visual Boy Advance can see this. So, can I drag and drop you in? It was a bad idea to rename you. So, let's export this again. All right, so we have GB again. Oh, let me reopen. Where's Visual Boy? Why are you not in the right spot where I want you? Let me just put a shortcut. All right, you're open. Let's go. Yeah, but still not perfect. Nothing. So, still a long way to go with this. It's not exceptional. Okay. Maybe one more try. See if I can export you. Maybe like load open GameBoy. Pay no attention to my feats of incredible hyper intelligent. Yeah. Okay. That gonna work? There it is. Open. Open sesame. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Alright, so there's still a bit of kinks to work out. Yeah, well. But, I mean, it's possible. It's just, I gotta figure out what's the real problem. Because I think the initial to start, the initial problem is these sprites are still fucking huge. Like, it has 213 unique sprites. And let me go back to the manual, because I think you're supposed to have much less when it comes to that. So, backgrounds. Size requirements. So, background has a minimum size of 400 or 160 by 144. Must be less than equal. Tile requirements. Can contain no more than 192 unique sprites at one sheet of memory limits. If the scene type is logo, there's no limits on unique titles, but note that logo scenes are enabled to use actors or display a player. Okay. Alright, so there's no limits if you just call it a logo. Thing is, you probably can't just make an entire game that's just logo. This is a puzzle, though. So, that does solve some things, but opens up some other issues with this. But honestly, I'm just gonna take this W where I can. Anyway, I think I'll just wrap this stream for now. But thank you everyone for watching me ponder this specific game engine. I thought it was just going to be a very sucky stream where I would just be mumbling and grumbling. But, you know, hopefully things will be much better. Tomorrow I'm going to stream again, and I'm probably just going to maybe do a more relaxing stream, like maybe play a game or maybe do a traditional art stream. I am cleaning up my computer desk, so I'm probably just going to maybe I'll do that, do a traditional art stream. That would be good. Anyway, thank you everyone for stopping by. It's been pretty nice of a nice Thursday night, and have a good night.